All right, folks. Hopefully you got to your table and you were making some connections with other participants. I hope that we usually get some rave reviews when we usually get some rave reviews when you use this platform. They're like, wow, this is great. It made me feel like I was at a regular event. But then we also get, gosh, I couldn't get the sound right and things of that nature. One really cool thing with this platform, you'll notice at the bottom of everybody's screen, there's a little button that says need help. Remo has live people available to help you with any technical issues. So I remember that that somebody had some sound issues or what have you, one of our first meetings. They just jumped over to a different table where there was nobody at it. They clicked the help button. The person on the other line helped them resolve that, and then they were back in action. So I'm going to try to do meetings with Remo at least once a month just to give us the opportunity to network with each other. But today we've got a couple of guests who I want to bring on, and that before we go back to networking. And let me see if I can do this here. Sorry, gang. Come on. I want to bring Robin and Greg up as presenters with me. And Robin and Greg, if you can press a button to make that happen, that would be great. But I'm going to do my best here to try to figure out how to select you. We've done this before. Oh, come on. Okay. Great. Okay. Okay. How did you do that, Robin?
I turned my camera on and my mic on.
Oh, okay. So Greg, just turn your camera on. There we go. Okay.
I just looked at participants and here I am, and then I clicked and here we go.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, good. Guys, we're having fun with this new platform, and this is very intentional. One of the reasons that I've got Greg and Robin on stage here is that they're going to be using this platform for their very special events that are coming up right around the corner. And what we thought is, hey, this is a great opportunity to kind of shake the trees and make sure that we all understand how to use this platform and give them a little commercial for these great events that both of which I've been attending for many, many years. And I sort of like, I don't know, the analogy that I draw in my head is that the Insight paintings and pairings in the Seabury Leadership and Aging, they're sort of like the prom and homecoming gatherings for our industry, because everybody gets dressed up. They're in the evening. It's lots of fun. You get to have a few beers, although the high school kids aren't supposed to do that at prom and homecoming, even though we know they all do. But and so what we thought is today's agenda, we're gonna use this platform to do some real life networking. So you guys can jump from table to table and meet a bunch of people. But before we do that, let's learn a little bit about Seabury and Insight Memory Care. And so since Seabury is the Leadership and Aging is the event that's closest, it's actually next Wednesday evening. Greg, why don't you kick it off and tell us a little bit about that event?
Okay, perfect. Well, thanks, Steve. And thank you for allowing us to be able to use you and Positive Aging Sourcebook as far as using this platform. We're really super excited. This, of course, is going to be our first virtual event, which I'm sure most, like Robin can probably agree with. This is probably the same thing. As Steve said, it is next Wednesday, September 16th. It's from 6 to 7 p.m. We're going to be honoring Sister Kathleen Weber. She is the Holy Cross Caregiver Resource Center director. She's been involved for 30 plus years with the Caregivers Resource Center, and we're super excited and honored to be honoring her and having her as our honoree. We also have a community partner that we wanted to send out appreciation to, and that's Epstein, Becker, and Green. It's a law firm that does a lot of pro bono work for Seabury, and definitely has helped us through a lot of situations. And so we're excited to be honoring them. The tickets, of course, are on sale now. We had this year, we wanted to, because we're doing this virtually, we wanted to kind of spice it up a little bit and change things out where we have different pricing structures. One of them is an all access pass that allows us to be able to, we have pre-events where we're wanting, because we can't do like a dinner or any type of hors d'oeuvres, we decided to have pre-events where we have two guest chefs have little mini events to show people how to make some sweet and savory appetizers so that they could have at their watch party. We have the last one is going to be for sweets this week, tomorrow, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, definitely buy your tickets now if you'd like to attend that event. We'd also have a main event ticket where it allows you just to go to the event itself, like what we're doing now. And so that's going to include, the awards presentation, a testimonial, an opportunity for us to kind of visit each other in different tables. And so that will be that one in particular. We're also doing virtual tables. Because of this platform, we're able to be very specific with tables and making it very interactive for those attendees that were wanting to buy just their own special tables. So we were excited that we're able to add that one. And then the last part that we're doing is pay as you wish. It was a really great opportunity to kind of introduce people to Seabury that are not too familiar, but that gives them access to watching the awards presentation, the testimonial, and getting into some key areas of Seabury and learning a little bit more about us. And then also they can either watch it the night of, or they can watch the recording afterwards because it'll be recorded. So it just gives those individuals that opportunity. People can purchase their tickets through SeaburyEvent.org, or if you want more information, you just go to SeaburyResources.org/LIA for Leadership and Aging. Again, thank you, Steve, for giving us this opportunity. We also have a little short video that I would like to play, and if we can play that right now, Steve, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, okay, and this is another reason that we're doing this is that it's both of these events have historically done really great videos, and so we want to just kind of play around with this. Now I'm going to give you some advance warning there in the audience. This is a brief video clip, but you have the ability to pause it or play it. Please do not. Just let it run, because when the video's over, we're just going to go back. We're going to meet Robin real quick. And so that's my sort of my little word that I'd like to share with you. So we're going to play this, and then if you then we'll meet Robin at the end of this video. But if you don't know Sister Kathy, she's an amazing woman and just a foundation in the senior living community.
So how did you start working at the Holy Cross Caregiver Resource Center? And I want to say that I am a former caregiver, so that just wells my heart to even say that and know that about you.
Well, there wasn't a caregiver resource center then. I worked here for a couple of years. And everybody always says, when did this happen and how long was that? And I said, well, we didn't know it was anything special, so we didn't pay any attention or write down any.
Okay. Hopefully everybody got to see that, and I hope it went well. We'll do the debrief afterwards and we'll figure out the video. But with that, we're going to get back to networking. But first, we want to meet Robin from Insight Memory Care and learn a little bit about Insight Memory Care and Paintings and Pairings that's coming up in when?
Yeah, so I am Robin McLaughlin. I'm the director of philanthropy. I also have my executive director here. We're social distancing at the center, Anita Urban. And so October 15th is when Paintings and Pairings is being held from 6:30 to 7:30. And it's benefiting Insight Memory Care Center. And we're an adult day health and resource center that provides care, education, and support for anyone affected by any type of dementia. So we have been around for 36 years. This is our 9th annual event, first time going virtual for, I think, so many of us, but we're excited about it. The event will feature some awards. You'll hear from our family caregivers, hear about some auction items that we have available. You'll also get to hear more about responded to the COVID crisis and sort of how we have been able to open back up and provide more virtual programs. Tickets will be on sale this week. You can go to our website, insightmcc.org, and you can get tickets there right from the homepage. I'll put the link in the chat as well. We would love to have you attend. We're excited to do it on Remo. Happy to have this time for everyone to learn about it. Happy for the opportunity to share about our event that's coming up as well. So hopefully you can join us, and I look forward to networking with you a little bit more today. So thank you.
Awesome. And also, guys, the next Thursday, our digital discussion is going to be on adult day services in the pandemic. And we've got a representative from Insight. We've got the National Association of Adult Day Services and Keswick Multi-Care Center. And we're going to learn about the if there's one segment of the senior living field that got impacted the most dramatically, it's senior centers and adult day centers, because those clients had nowhere to go. And so we're going to learn about the creative ways that some of the providers have taken during the pandemic, and as Robin had mentioned, what's happening afterwards. Okay, so now let's get back to the fun. Okay. And what we're going to do, we got about 30 minutes. We're going to try to do let's say 7 to 10 minute sessions at the tables. And so when I click the button, you're going to go back to your table. Now, what I'm going to say is that if you didn't get to know everybody at your table, keep the networking going. If you got to know everybody, talk to the people at your table and come up with an agreement. It's sort of like, hey, the two of us will stay here and you three go somewhere else. But then for those three that go somewhere else, just pick a random number. Make sure that you guys, like, say 1 through 10. I'm going to go to table number 1, you go to table number 3, and you go to table number 9. So that way you're not intersecting as much. But let's do round 1 or round 2, I guess this would be, with the tables. And I've got a great conversation starting question. I'm curious that how you guys, what feedback you get. Somebody asked me this yesterday. Actually, she might be on this call, Catherine McAllen. She said, Steve, if you could talk to yourself if you could go back in time and talk to yourself in January 2020, what advice would you give to yourself to prepare for what's happened? But then she also said, what advice would you give to an assisted living community? It's January 2020. You have the secret knowledge that we're going to have this crazy pandemic. What would you tell an assisted living community? And so think about that and have fun with that. And I will see you guys in about 10 minutes.